Hello and welcome to all students. In this lecture, we learn about measures of central tendency. There are many measures to measure the central tendency of the given data. So, in this lecture, we study about the measure percentile of the data. So, in the previous lecture, we studied about the deciles of the given data. In the previous lecture, we studied about deciles of given data and deciles of grouped frequency distribution. Now, in this lecture, we study about percentiles of given ungrouped data and for given grouped data. So, let us see the percentiles. Now, this is the last topic of our lecture, and okay, so percentiles. So first of all, we define what is meant by percentile. The percentiles P1, P2, Pn are the values of the variable which divide the data into 100 equal parts. So the percentiles for given data are 99 in number, and all these percentiles divides given data into 100 equal parts. In all, for given data there are 99 percentiles. All these 99 percentiles divide given data into 100 equal parts. Percentiles for ungrouped data, or we say raw data. So in this case, how to find percentiles for given data, that we will see. So to find percentiles in grouped ungrouped data, we follow the following steps. So in first step, arrange given data values in increasing order. Count all the data values if the number of data values are n. Then 99 percentiles can be calculated. So in all there are 99 percentiles, and all these percentiles can be calculated by using following formulae. So if we want to find first percentile, say P1, that first percentile is nothing but the n plus 1 divided by 100th value of the given data. Okay, now the second percentile we call it is P2, P suffix 2, P2, and it is nothing but the 2 times n plus 1 divided by 100th value of the given data. To find third percentile P3, so third percentile of the given data is nothing but 3 times n plus 1 upon 10th observation of the given data. या नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन त्या डेटामध्ये शोधायचं, आणि तो नंबर म्हणजे आपला असणार आहे पर्सेंटाईल, थर्ड पर्सेंटाईल. P99 means last percentile of the given data, means 99th percentile can be calculated by using formula 99 into n plus 1 divided by 100th value, or we can say observation of the given data. So in this way all the percentiles can be calculated by using these formulae in case of raw data. Now let us see how to find percentiles for grouped frequency distribution. If we have given a grouped frequency distribution, then we see how to find percentiles P1, P2, P99, means in all we have to find out 99 percentiles of the given data. First we prepare cumulative frequency table less than type. That is our first step, and that is very important to prepare the cumulative frequency table less than type. And we know that all of you know that how to prepare cumulative frequency table less than type. If n is the total number of observations, then we use following steps. If n is total number of observations, then we use following steps. The total number of observations n is nothing but the sum of all frequencies. The total number of observations n is nothing but the sum of all frequencies. So to find ith percentile, pi, I for I runs from 1, 2, comma dot 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 up to 99. So in general, we will find ith percentile of the given data. So by using this formula, you can find all percentiles of the given data. So find ith percentile class. So in first step, we find the ith percentile class, and ith percentile class is the class containing I times n upon 100th observation. हे ऑब्झर्वेशन, या नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन कोणत्या क्लासमध्ये आहे तो क्लास तुम्हाला तो फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे, आणि तो क्लास म्हणजे ith percentile class. Suppose that ith percentile class is L1-L2. L1-L2. In second step, find L1 means lower limit of ith percentile class, L2 means upper limit of ith percentile class, F is frequency of ith percentile class, and CF is nothing but the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to ith percentile class. Okay, so all these things we have to find in the second step. And in third step, now find ith percentile pi using the formula pi is equal to L1 plus I times n upon 10 minus CF divided by F into L2 minus L1. So in third step, find out ith percentile by using the formula pi is equal to L1 plus I into n by 100 minus CF divided by F into L2 minus L1. So using this formula, we can find all the percentiles. So let us see the one example based on the percentiles. Find percentiles P20 and P60 for the following grouped frequency distribution. So we have given a grouped frequency distribution. So here marks are given and the corresponding number of students are given. So first group is from 10 to 20, and in this group there are 16 students having marks in between 10 to 20. In second class 20 to 30 there are 20 students. So 20 students having marks in between 20 and 30. Now in third class 30 to 40 there are 21 students having marks in between 30 to 40. Now next is class of 40 to 50, number of students are 28. Next class is 50 to 60, number of students are 10. Next class is 60 to 70, number of students are 3. Next class is 70 to 80 and number of students are 2. So this data is given to you, and we have to find out 20th percentile and 60th percentile for this grouped frequency distribution. So To find out these two percentiles, we follow the steps given in the previous slide. So in first step, we prepare the cumulative frequency table. In first step, we prepare a cumulative frequency table. So we write answer to find the percentiles 20 and P20 and P60 for the given grouped frequency distribution. We prepare the cumulative frequency table less than type. For this we need three columns. First is class, second is for frequencies, and third is for cumulative frequencies. So for first class 10 to 20, frequency is 16 and corresponding cumulative frequency is also 16. But for the second class 20 to 30, frequency is 20 and cumulative frequency is 36. So how to find this cumulative frequency 36? It is nothing but the addition of first two frequencies 16 and 20. So we know all these things. Now for the third class 30 to 40, frequency is 21 and cumulative frequency is 57. That 57 is nothing but the addition of first three frequencies. Okay. So in this way we can find all the cumulative frequencies of the given frequency distribution. Okay, so now last class 70 to 80 having frequency 2 and cumulative frequency 100. This 100 is nothing but the addition of all the frequencies. Therefore our n means total, capital N means total number of observations are 100. Total number of observations are 100. Therefore value of n is equal to 100. Now from above cumulative frequency table we have the total number of observations n equal to 100, and let us find the class of 20th percentile, and this class is nothing but class containing 20 into n upon 100th observation. So 20th percentile class is nothing but class containing 20 into n upon 100th observation, that is class containing 20 into 100 upon 100th observation, that is we have finally class containing 2 into first observation means class containing 20th observation. सो ज्या क्लासमध्ये 20 नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन येतं तो क्लास म्हणजे आपला 20th पर्सेंटाइल क्लास असणार आहे. तर आपण याच्यामध्ये जाणार आहोत, फ्रिक्वेन्सी टेबलमध्ये जाऊ, क्युमुलेटिव्ह फ्रिक्वेन्सी टेबलमध्ये, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये 20th ऑब्झर्वेशन असणारा क्लास कोणता आहे तो आपण चेक करू. ओके, तर बघा फर्स्ट क्लास, पहिल्या क्लासमध्ये पहिले 16 ऑब्झर्वेशन्स येतात. दुसऱ्या क्लास 20 टू 30 या क्लासमध्ये या क्लासची क्युमुलेटिव्ह फ्रिक्वेन्सी 36 आहे. याचं मिनिंग असं आहे की याच्यामध्ये 17 पासून 36 पर्यंतचे ऑब्झर्वेशन याच्यामध्ये येतात. 17 पासून 36 पर्यंतचे. ओके, तर 17 ते 36 या नंबरचे ऑब्झर्वेशन्स दुसऱ्या क्लासमध्ये आहेत. म्हणजे आपलं 20 नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन जे आहे ते 20 ते 30 या क्लासमध्ये असणार आहे. ओके, तर अशा पद्धतीने आपल्याला हा 20th पर्सेंटाइल क्लास मिळालेला आहे. ओके, सो 20 ते 30. So class containing 20th observation, and that class is nothing but 20 to 30. So for this class L1 is 20 and L2 is 30. Now we will find what is the class of 60th percentile class. So class containing 60 into n upon 100th observation, class containing 60 into 100 upon 100 observation. So class containing 60 into first observation. So finally we have class containing 60th observation, means 60th percentile class. हा क्लास कोणता आहे तर ज्या क्लासमध्ये 60 नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन आहे तो क्लास म्हणजे आपला असणार आहे 60th पर्सेंटाईल क्लास. तर आपण चेक करू 60th पर्सेंटाईल क्लास कोणता आहे. तो 60 नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन कोणत्या क्लासमध्ये येतं ते आपण चेक करणार आहोत इथं. ओके, तर 60 नंबरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन बघा कोणत्या याच्यामध्ये येणार आहे. तर द क्लास हॅविंग क्युम्युलेटिव्ह फ्रिक्वेन्सी 85, दॅट क्लास विल कंटेन द 60th observation. Okay, so class 40 to 50, this class contains the observations with number 58 to 85. So 60th observation will belong into the class 40 to 50. Okay, so for this we have 40 to 50. So this is our 60th, this is our 60th percentile class, 40 to 50. Okay, so L1 is 40 and L2 is 50. So in this way we found all both the classes, means 20th percentile class and 60th percentile class. So once again we write the cumulative frequency table with colored cell. So this colored cell gives the classes, means 20th percentile class and 60th percentile class, green cell and red cell. So first of all we find P20. P20 means 20th percentile. So to find 20th percentile, here n is equal to 100, L1 is equal to 20, L2 is equal to 30, F is equal to 20, means F means frequency of 20th percentile class. You can see here frequency of 20th percentile class is 20 and cumulative frequency is 60, means frequency previous to the 20th percentile class, cumulative frequency previous to the 20th percentile class, and that frequency is 60. Okay, so use all these for values in the formula for 20th percentile class. So we can write we know that formula for pi means ith percentile class. So from this formula we can write 20th percentile class. So P20 is equal to L1 plus 20 into n upon 100 minus Cf whole divided by F into L2 minus L1. Okay, so put the values. L1 is equal to 20 plus 20 into 100 upon 100 minus 60 divided by 20 into 30 minus 20. It is equal to 20 plus 20 into 1 minus 16 divided by 20 into 100. 20 plus 20 minus 16 divided by 20 into 100. In the next step, 20 plus, so 20 minus 16 is 4 divided by 20 into 10, sorry, not 100, into 10. So equal to 20 plus 40 upon 20, and finally we have 20 plus 2, so it is 22. So 20th percentile is nothing but 22. Okay, 22 marks is the 20th percentile of the given grouped frequency distribution. So 22 denotes the marks. Okay, now to find the percentile P60. Okay, so in this case we have to find out percentile P60, P60 not P20. Okay, P20 नाही, इथं करेक्शन आहे, P60 पाहिजे. Okay, to find P60 means 16th percentile. For this we have n is equal to 100, L1 is equal to 40, L2 is equal to 50, means ith percentile class, sorry 60th percentile class is 40 to 50, therefore L1 is 40, L2 is 50, and F means cumulative frequency is 28, and frequency is 28 and cumulative frequency is 57. So we put the values in P60 means 16th percentile class. P60 is equal to L1 plus 60 into n upon 100 minus Cf divided by F into L2 minus L1 equal to 40 plus 60 into 100 upon 100 minus 57 divided by 28 into 50 minus 40. 40 plus 60 into 1 minus 57 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 60 minus 57 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 3 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 30 upon 28, and in the next step 40 plus 30 upon 28 is 1.071. So finally we have 41.071. So our percentile P60 is nothing but 41.071 marks. These are the marks, or we can take in round figure, it is 41 also. So in this way we can find all the percentiles of the given grouped frequency distribution. So I have given one homework to you. Find percentiles P30 and P60 for the following grouped frequency distribution. So here classes are given, age in the year, and number of persons are given. So classes are from 50 to 25. There are 20 persons now in the class of 25 to 35 age. There are 18 persons now, and the next class is from 35 to 45. There are 32 persons. For next class 45 to 55 there are 18 persons, and for the class 55 to 65 there are 12 persons. So for this grouped frequency distribution, find out P30 and P60. Okay, so try to solve this problem at your own. If you have any query or any problem, you can contact me. Okay, and let us stop our lecture. And okay, thank you very much.